There has been a lot of talk recently over the new GOAT movie. If you don't know, Caleb McLaughlin is playing Will in the GOAT movie, and he was asked a question about should it be Miles, and a lot of people are arguing about that.
I have to ask you, Miles Morales, is it happening?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that. I would love to play Miles.
You want it, Tom?
I would
yeah?
love to.
Why is that?
Why is that? I think Miles represents something bigger than myself. Represents something bigger than most people, and also being from New York, and then just seeing the Spider-Verse story, I just feel like it's really connected, and I feel like a lot of people understand what that means.
Let me tell y'all my thoughts. Cue the intro.
Up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane.
It's a geek.
So I know it's been a minute. I'm not gonna give y'all a rundown of why I've been going. I'm gonna be honest, I've just been lazy. I got 3 banger videos, ideas coming at y'all. This is the first one. I was actually supposed to make a different video about Hell's Paradise, which is not getting the love I think it should get. Then I'm gonna be talking about Freerin because I also got caught up to Freerin. So look out for those videos. Hopefully I get them dropped this week. But anyway, on to the main topic, and the main topic is, can a Caleb McLaughlin fan cast be good for Miles, right? Now, there's 2 sides of the coin on this situation. First side, I'm not gonna tell y'all which side I'm on yet. The first side being, okay, Miles is Afro-Latino, meaning it can't be played, the role can't be played by someone who doesn't have the Latino, or in this case, Puerto Rican ancestry. Okay, the second half is, okay, we know that Miles is Afro-Latino, but he is a dark dude, and he can still be played by someone who is not Afro-Latino. That same person, they're actors, so they can learn Spanish, they can do this, they can do that, and you can still show that ancestry. Now, before I tell y'all what side I'm on, I'm gonna preface this by saying this. Not too long ago, maybe a year ago, I made a video about Aaron Pierre getting casted as Jon Stewart, and my main thing was like, I didn't understand why people were outraged, because obviously he's a light-skinned dude, Jon Stewart is constantly portrayed as a darker dude. And I was like, dude, what's the problem? And I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all today, I am biased when it comes to Miles Morales. If you don't know, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and Black Spider-Man, as I used to call him when I was younger, was my other favorite superhero. So I love Miles Morales. And I'm gonna be here to also say that bias is leading me to have a different opinion. I think a dark dude who is not Puerto Rican, who is not Afro-Latino, can play the character, and let me tell you why. First things first, we have to stop doing this. Let's be honest, bro. I brought up the skin thing to say the main reason why people are saying he needs to be Afro-Latino is because y'all want him to be a little lighter. Miles, in any medium you can find, whether it's the video game, whether it's comic books, whether it's cartoons, he's never been portrayed as a light-skinned dude, ever. Now, I know there are black phenotype looking Afro Latinos or Afro Puerto Ricans or whatever, and that's fine. But that goes to my point of saying it doesn't really matter if he actually is Afro Latino as long as they properly represent that on the screen. Y'all did not have an issue with Chadwick Boseman being an African American. He wasn't literally from Africa. Obviously, we know Wakanda doesn't exist, but he literally was not from Africa. Y'all didn't have a problem with Tom Holland, who was a British actor, playing a white dude with an American accent. And I was going back and forth with people on Twitter and explaining to them why it doesn't make sense, or why he doesn't need to be this type of person. Now, people are going to say the representation part of it. My issue is this. Not too long ago, there was a Latino superhero. I'll give y'all 5 seconds to remember who it was. It was Blue Beetle. Now, how did Blue Beetle do at the box office? Terrible. Now, Blue Beetle, it wasn't, let's be honest, it wasn't gonna be the best movie on the planet. But when y'all could have representation, y'all didn't show up for the movie. One of the reasons why Black Panther did well is because we showed up for the movie. A lot of regular people, casuals, didn't know who Black Panther was, all right, before the movie. So anyway, y'all want representation. Everybody should have representation. I will always say that. But let's not act like this is your only way to get Latino representation, because it's not. My second thing is, for me, where my bias comes in. I grew up looking at Miles as someone who was like a figure I could possibly be in life. Obviously, it's stupid. But at the time, Y'all know I got my guns now. But at the time, I was a skinny, pea-headed black kid who was looking to a superhero who was my age and more recent and relatable. Now, before that, we always had Static Shock. But when Miles came along, that became my hero, Afro-Latino. Now, Miles is black, all right? Here's the problem, Miles is black. His dad, African-American. His mom is Afro-Latina. So his mom has a little bit of Latina in her. So but that's what I'm trying to say is Miles it's not like it's half and half. He's not half black, half Latino. He's like 75% black. He grew up in New York. He barely knows Spanish. He knows it, but he's not fluent like y'all want him to be. It does not matter if we find some unknown character who can't act and put him in this role. Now, a lot of people are saying, yo, well, Miles Canton, he's right there. Miles Canton is a dark-skinned dude. Apparently, he's Afro-Latino. Okay, let's look at Miles Canton. Because honestly, y'all say Caleb can't do it, but and I say y'all as people who are not going with my point, which is fair. It's two sides to every coin. But y'all say that and y'all never bring up anyone else. But I have seen the name Miles Canton. If you don't know, Miles Canton was the banjo player in Sinners. My issue is this: can he really act? His voice is too deep. It's not gonna work with Miles Canton. Give me someone else. Give me a better example. An unknown person can do it, that's fine, long as he has acting chops. Tom Holland was basically unknown until he became Spider-Man, but Tom Holland, if I'm not mistaken, also did Broadway shows. He was also known in that scene. So he wasn't just a chum. Caleb McLaughlin is a well-known actor. He's actually athletic. If I think I'm gonna have some videos up, but he's been training, he does gymnastics, he can flip all that stuff. He can do the same stuff Miles Morales can be able to do. And I also made this point. Yes, looks are important. Yes. But for me, it'll always be acting over looks. One of the reasons why I don't have an issue with Caleb McLaughlin is the fact that he can be a good actor. Now, obviously, Stranger Things, we all know how that went. And he wasn't really represented in his best light in Stranger Things, and I'm pretty sure we all can agree that that's the case. He can act. He did have dramatic, emotional scenes in Stranger Things. I saw a comment, which is very disgusting on Twitter, a quote of dude basically saying Caleb is almost 30. And I say, into that person, I say this: that's disgusting. Tom Holland was a late 20-year-old playing a high schooler. Caleb McLaughlin is 24. Why is it that age automatically means something when it comes to black actors? Cause let's keep it a buck. That's how it is. No one is batting an eye, except for me. With Tony Stark coming back, he's like 70 years old. So the fact that Caleb McLaughlin is 30, which was a crazy exaggeration, is terrible. And he can still look younger. He doesn't look like he's 24. If he cuts the facial hair down, he'll look like he's young, bro. We don't need, where we're at in the MCU, we honestly don't need a 15-year-old Spider-Man. We kind of already got that enough. I'd rather have, and this is my opinion, obviously, I'd rather have a Miles who is maybe like 18, 17, 18, and he's finishing up high school and he's starting to come into himself, and we get that transition. That's what I would have personally. But yeah, that's really all the thoughts I got on this. I feel like it doesn't matter. People think it does matter. But yeah, now I would say this. Here's where I would draw the line. If Marvel said, yo, we're just not gonna put any of the Spanish parts in his storyline, okay, y'all are tripping, because that is important to his character. But he doesn't need to actually, the actor himself doesn't actually need to be Afro-Latino, in my humble opinion. But y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think. I know it's been a minute. I'm gonna get back on track. Honestly, the news was kind of dead. We got the Michael Fu trailer, amazing. We got some other trailers too, and it's Super Bowl today, so I don't know when I'm gonna post this. Hopefully I'll have it out today. But yeah, let me know what y'all think on the topic, man. If you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, select the video. I'm on the road to 600 subscribers. I appreciate if you like my content, share my content. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.